This is what
Now, one of the most significant things Austin series many people's introduction to America. First introduced in 1922, the mass-produced baby Austin combined big car features with a low price, making other small cars virtually obsolete. For just a few years, the Austin 7 changed the face of British motoring, and of course the fortunes of the Austin motor. Now this is a 1938 Austin Pearl Cabriolet, and the Pearl model was based on the Austin 7 Saloon. Austin had a 700 was given to the current Lord Montague by his father, who purchased it from the original owner. And with heavy roads on the estate, he was free to practice his driving skills from the age of 14. A little later, his sister Mary and younger brother Jonathan all learned to drive in this vehicle. She is still owned personally by the Montague, and she's kept in the private garages down Palestine. I'm very grateful to Lord Montague for allowing us to have her. Thank you, Sandy. This vehicle is another Austin, but this is an Austin 12-450 from 1929. She's quite possibly the hardest working vehicle on the estate. She can be seen out pretty much every day, either being driven by our education team or by living officials. Now, when she was new, in 1929, she would have cost you £245. In today's money, that equates to about £7,000, which for a brand new vehicle is actually quite a decent price. And it just goes to show that by the late 20s, driving for pleasure and for leisure was something that was now available to everyone. It wasn't just for the privileged few. Now, Austin made several versions. This is the sporty drop top, and like most sporty drop tops, totally impractical. There's no boot, and if it does start to rain, so you get totally soaked anyway. So you might just as well save yourself the trouble, leave the roof down, and enjoy the great British sun. Now, Lord Montague's grandfather purchased one of these for his wife Pearl. Pearl had never had a driving lesson in her life. She got behind the wheel, she sat there after an hour, but actually worked out exactly what everything was, and then went on to have many, many years of very happy and very safe motoring. Thank you very much, Dan. Incidentally, at the end of the parade, with the drop barriers, you'll be able to come in and come much closer than at the vehicles. I'm sorry you can't get at them, they are all museum exhibits. But you can come on in, have a much closer look, and of course, all the vehicles, apart from the lorry, have got likewise, moving over cars, should it start to rain during the parade, I'm afraid we'll have to stop there and get the cars on the go. Again, they're museum exhibits, and we do them cheaply. If that happens, we'll put them under cover, and we'll still be able to go down. So now, we're moving on to hopefully a vehicle that's going to start and stay around. It's a little bit temperamental, this one. But I'm sure most of you will recognise this little yellow barrel if we can get it going. Go on, Sandy, Glory. No, that didn't Glory. If in doubt, give it a try this time. I do need to have another go standing in, not with pushing around. But anyway, when this vehicle finally starts going around, you might recognise her as being the van driven by the famous, or is it the infamous, Trotter Brothers, Del and Rodney. Now, lots of people say she's not a Robin. Robin is still coming on until later on. This is a reliant, regal Superman crew. Cut down on the number of wheels to start off with. Very economical. She has a 700cc engine that will take her up to 70 miles per hour. All due to the fact the bodywork is entirely made of glass tile. So it's exceptionally lightweight. We do have to be very careful, else she will roll over. Vehicles and horses ran from 1981 to 2018. Trying the history of the filming, there were only ever 3 vans used. This is not a replica. This is one of the original 3 vans. She appeared in many episodes, and her most famous episode being the one where they finally became millionaires. This is the vehicle that was outside the auction. Thank you very much, Sandy. Next up, we have a film star. Here we have the vehicle driven by Mr. Toad in the 1996 film adaptation of Kenneth Branagh's much-loved children's story, The Wind in the Wind. And what Mr. Toad was a bit of a nutcase in the vehicle, no regard for speed or safety. So, slow please, Mr. Toad. And second example. The film was 1996, but that does not look like a car from 1990. But of course, she's a film. All the film props have to be able to withstand This one is so strong that even somebody of my size, if I jump on the running boards, nothing wobbles. Well, not on a car anyway. That's because what you see driving around is actually a Land Rover. They stripped off the body and they made an early 1900s body to go on. I never expected to navigate to the engine all the time. It's like going on also whilst you're here, don't forget to go where you see John Pertwee's first road vehicle, the Doctor Who. You'll find Bessie in there, and also K9. Thank you very much, Stephen. Shout out to Beaulieu. She is the and there's also one in the museum. Well, just to make somebody feel old, the film came out in 1968. And for the film, there were 6 chitties filmed. At the beginning of the film, Chitty Bang Bang's racing car crashes and catches fire. That's the vehicle that you see driving around now. A little bit later on, the children of Director's Pops are seen playing in the ruined Chitty Bang Bang in a scrap head. Again, that is the vehicle you see driving around now. The one in the museum was the hovercraft in the film. The lot of it is polystyrene and lightened up so that she'd sit on top of the skirt. A little bit later, the engine and the wings underneath. After filming, she lay dormant for about 40 years. And she was purchased by her client owner meticulously and found all the original components to go back on her. So those are her original wheels. We also have all the original brass works for her as well. A stunning vehicle. It's just such a joy to see her drive. Thank you very much, Tony. Well, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. That's been vehicle grade, but we would like to know which has been your favourite vehicle. So as I read them out, give out a shout and cheer for one that's been your favourite. How about to start off with the penny farthing? Staff are not allowed to vote for themselves. The oldest girl on the parade, the 1904 Beaulieu Mouton. Lord Montague, Austin 7. All Johnny wants to return trip. Well done, sir. Our crew, Austin 12. Getting the feeling of all Morris fans, too. How about the Trotters Band? Oh, I think you're in trouble, Sandy. What about Mr. Toad's car? Sorry, I didn't like it. I think the orange leapt into the lead there. Our fourth hero, the Willie's Jeep. I think it's still not. Our commercial lorry, the Albion. The James Bond Jag. That's close, that's close. The Hoovermobile. Let's start being worried. Or Chitty Bang Bang.
Yeah.
You're saying, Steve, you're saying, go on, Chitty, do a lap of honour. As he was Tony's driving around, when Dick Van Dyke, who later Director's Pops, was initially approached, he was in the role. Tony Brockley, the director, had to go back 7 times, eventually offering him a 6-figure slot. He finally agreed, but he didn't have stipulated in his contract, you know, the no circumstances wouldn't have to affect. But that rule was regular. He also said that these cars had to turn in circle of the package. It's a good one there, not very about that. Graham Hill, that great Formula 1 champion, took one of these around Crystal Palace. She got it up to 120 miles per hour. Also, you'll notice that all of the road cars are automatics because Dick Van Dyke could not drive a manual car. So, whilst you're here, don't forget we've got the National Motor Museum. We also have the monorail on her 50th anniversary, which does actually make her the oldest working monorail in the country. We have the Abbey Ruins, Palace House, and on the front lawn of Palace House at 3 o'clock, the family's Falconer will be free flying his birds of prey, and it is also the start of the Fairy and Dragon Trail. So thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed this parade. Come on in, have a closer look at the vehicles, and collect all your cards, and enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you very much.
There we go, the blue one. Hi, Mr. Toad. Right, you want to see chicken car?
I did mess up. I'm limited to record up to 9 minutes and 40 just, and I recorded up to 11. Hopefully I can get something to cut it. As I said, this is one of the kind. Go inside. Obviously she's warm. The star's going to be surrounded. But yeah, I didn't know what this was. Being honest, did not know.
Like that?
This is
Counter order. I've run out, I'm afraid.
unfortunately, obviously he explained, we were going around the track and he explained about the expensive green paint. It's expensive because it's got gold in it. To give it that look, that shade. So we all know it's got missiles in the door. Little kid will be touching missiles, it'll blow up. But we're right, it'll be right. To the orange, to the... We've got a bit of a space. I believe I messed up filming this and I recorded too long. Hopefully it's recorded, but I'll have to try and find some editing stuff. I like doing donuts and spags and something like that. I'll do it, somebody else is going in.
Oh, did you get the cards for that?
No, I lost the man. The card, yeah. You're not trying to creep in there, are you?
You're not meant to be in there.
You're not trying to creep in there, are you? The last person in there got squashed.
Somebody's opened the door. I did see somebody, I didn't film it, but there was a young teenage lad and he bent down and peeled some of the yellow paint off it and they slipped it into a book really quick. So I don't know. They're going to go around trying to eBay it or whatever. Yeah. So I messed up with this one, so obviously it explains this is the famous one where they became millionaires, he said. So yeah. The bit when they all go, yay! That's the vehicle. Oh, we're back here. I think we might be jumping in them. Or kids ripping paint off them. So it happens. Here's the Phantom juicer. happening? Let's film inside. Got opportunity. Oh, there's somebody in there. I'll tell him off.
We go and ask the man, they might.
So a little bit not lucky for a minute, but I'm not. Very interesting. I got the battery's going. Yeah. Chichi Bam Bang's running. That's right. It's ticking over though. Down there. Don't know if it's moving. No. Oh no, this has been driven on Hubdub. So yeah. Sat there most of the time. Yeah, Mr. Bean, everybody I've been saying Mr. Bean's car. I think that'll be alright, Mr. Bean, yes, thank you. So obviously we got a different registration. But obviously, you know that episode, that car got crushed by a tank. He parked it there and it was for an exhibit for a tank to run over. So, did he go out and get another one? How many vehicles were used? So, obviously I have filmed that outside. So, yeah. I think it's the newenish one, but I'm not too sure. Yeah. Oh dear. What's it, probably? Try to. So heartbeat. They're worth quite a lot, these things, aren't they? No. Yeah. See him. Well, it's famous, but did see the movie in the cinema. You know why? Yes, that gorgeous, beautiful woman. Yes, Julia. Yes. Well, turn it off. John Williams mark. It's definitely that front picture. We've got Mr. Bean playing again. So we've got Doctor Who's cat. Now, yeah, he was kicking about then. K9's gone missing now. I didn't film K9. I don't. When it was Aston Martin's turn, maybe K9 wasn't there, but it was with Ford's.
I'm filming the episode of Doctor Who, the Genesis of the Daleks. They always filmed them down below and make them look more menacing. That's how they did it.
So we've got classic Brum, Rory, and the Dukes of Hazzard poster all on its own. Yeah. Movie. Yeah. Peppa Pig. I've been hearing that when I sit there. Yeah. Yeah, I'm hoping that will drown out that one because they're on the monorail. Yeah. Oh, is it rumbling? I don't know. Yeah, let's use it. Famous coming in to the exhibits. Yes. Got Chitty Brown Band on the main. That's what it looks like. We've got room. don't want them plugs there. The full length of it, and I'm up here. This is the exhibit. And yeah, we can see at the other side of it from above. Obviously, I'm at the other side of it now. I've just seen monorail, so I don't know. Yeah, we can walk on that bit. That's what it looks like at this side as well, everyone. So, yeah, the caravan and that. So we've got Jeremy Clarkson's in. So, another shot of these. Obviously I filmed inside. Yeah, because these might have been rusted away by then. So it's a bit more clear, minimal people. Bleeping alarms. Security. Got Ali Law hiding in the museum now. Bad for it. So we did film. It's a bit more steadier. My battery's not fully charged, but is it a P50? So the P50, obviously, we saw Clarkson drive a blue one. Made in Island of Man, these. And that bicycle back there. C-Clair, yeah. Not C5, I should say. Wow, almost this one. No. Oh, it does look like from the movie. Is it? I didn't pay attention to this, but we'll more focus on this. Yeah, because there might be Audi in it from maybe that, I don't know. Wow, it's interesting. The 2CV, as you know, some cool pictures. Okay. Very old Morris Minor. Separate. Now we did film this. I'm quite surprised, wasn't I? They are such an icon in the 60s. They're even in movies, these little boat cars. You should see propellers underneath there. You can see. Years behind. Do you?
Just part of the whole history of car safety. To find out more, press a button here. I'll do it myself, but you know, this whole not moving thing.
Yeah. This guy talks. You talk? I walked past him.
Hello?
Hello there.
Hello!
You alright,
Yes,
down?
over here. I know. I said that without moving my lips.
I know, because you're a dummy.
I don't intend to move at all. I'm being crashed into a wall.
Oh, is that
Not the fun, of course. Just part of the long history of car safety.
Oh,
To
yeah.
find out more, press a button here. I'll do it myself, but you know, this whole
You can't do it.
moving thing.
It's not allowed to move without us humans knowing.
Seatbelts are
Yeah.
lifesavers
Are they?
and reduce the risk of serious injury by half.
Right.
Oof, I've crashed enough times without one to have learned that lesson the hard way.
Did you?
It's all about momentum, you see.
Right.
If you're driving at, say, 50 miles per hour,
Yeah.
both the car and your body are moving at the same speed. So, if the car stops suddenly,
Yeah.
but there's nothing keeping you in your seat, you'll carry on traveling at 50 miles per hour. Straight through the windscreen.
I don't want to do that.
The first modern seatbelts were introduced in 1958.
Yeah.
They weren't actually compulsory for all occupants until 1991. And now, well, you'd have to be a dummy not to wear one.
That was my generation, yeah. When we were kiddie winkies, we didn't have to wear them.
Okay, this bit is all about bags. Bags of sugar. What's that dummy talking about now? I hear you ask. Well, I'm talking about your head, which weighs the same as 3 or 4 bags of sugar. In a crash, even with a seatbelt on, your heavy head is still going to get thrown forward pretty sharpish into the steering wheel or dashboard. It's happened to me, and it's really not pleasant. Luckily for you, though, your car's airbag inflated in a split second, automatically sensing the impact, and it deflated the moment your head touched it. Cushioning your cranium and not just bouncing your poor bones back again. This technology entered standard production in the late 1980s, and boy, my head and I are glad it did. You'd think that, like a helmet, the harder and more rigid a car shell was, the more protection it would give you. Well, that's what early car makers thought, and they were right. Right? Some bright spark in the 1950s realised that the real danger came from stopping too quickly. If a rigid car hits a wall at speed, there's a lot of energy very suddenly being transferred back into its passengers. Lengthening the stopping time by even fractions of seconds helps reduce the risk of serious injury. The answer? Crumple zones. Around a rigid core, the outer parts of the car are designed to crumple in a crash, absorbing energy and slowing deceleration. In a crunch, you want crumbles. Car safety is not just about seatbelts, airbags and crumple zones. Take the humble headrest, introduced from the late 1960s. Simple, but highly effective at reducing head and neck injuries. Then there's the steering wheel and collar design. As early as the 1920s, design changes were made to avoid the steering column being forced into the driver in a frontal crash. Take it from me, that really hurts. By 1960, a column that collapsed telescopically on impact was pioneered. Ingenious! And finally, what about us dummies? Well, we began work in the 1950s. Before us, human corpses were used. Boy, did they have a dead-end job. But me and my colleagues will keep on testing to keep you safe.
So that's your lot. Right. on crash test safety. See? Right. Need to know this stuff, that way. Right. Yeah. Head, old one. Ow. Obviously new in Vauxhall one. But yeah, you get the idea.
I noticed that the door had been crashed into us. Not for fun, of course, just part of the long history of car safety. To find out more, press a button here. Not that I'm doing myself, but you know, this whole not moving thing.
No. So let's film this, right?
Alex Ciccone, the brilliant designer, faced the task of producing a car with a better ratio of interior space to overall dimensions than had ever been attempted before. They began by cutting it down to 10 feet overall and putting the four wheels at the extreme corners. And next, the boldest step of all, placing the engine across the car, the crux of the revolution.
It's a Mini.
The smart modern...
Wow. Goes here. Now I need to get this lightened up a bit, don't I? Oh yeah.
My leads are slowing down. What happens when you press the brake pedal? Well, the power leg alone is
yeah, that's right in this stuff, but yeah, I can learn by pulling the gears. Obviously
start the engine, put it into gear, release the brakes.
I'm just turning a wheel and I've broken it already if I was racing.
Most petrol cars are powered by a four-stroke internal combustion engine. The four strokes are the four stages of the power cycle, which takes the second stage.
So I did try to demonstrate with this.
The piston moves up, compressing the air from the mixture to make it burn more efficiently. In the third stage, power, the fuel mixture is ignited, the spark from the spark, and we have internal combustion.
Okay, so
Fuel gases force the piston down again, and this energy is used to propel the final stage. Exhaust, the piston
very
moves
horrible.
back up, pushing the burning fuel
That horrible. Loads of history on your parts, vehicles.
Transmission system comprising the clutch and the gear.
So yeah, and then this on the demonstration. Obviously, I have recorded too long, but yeah, the chi bang bang what's going and moving is the with this and where you see it all in bits like it's been in a crash. That was that car, they say. You'd be thinking it would be a load of separate ones, but that one in here, they say this is the one what goes on the ocean, all the inflated stuff. So we don't know about the wooden things underneath. Maybe something to do with flotation. So they're not the actual gimmicking wings, because in the movie you know that the vehicle flies, but it's all special effects. So that high-tech equipment they use, nothing like green screen, but yeah, but yes. I'm not too sure I filmed the Formula Ones actually. I have filmed them, but yeah, I feel a bit gutted that I got a bit carried away filming. I got into this show and I forgot to switch the camera off and I start again. So if I go over 9 minutes and 40, I can't get them on YouTube. I'm hopeful I can get it on, but I have mentioned it, but oh well. I'm sure I filmed them. Yeah, I was there. Yeah. So there we are. And we all know I've filmed a lot of these. Okay. They ain't the ones with the American spec bumpers. So, alright. Sound like an electric car. Let's have a look. There's information there. Okay. So yeah, there's your information. Pause it. Oh yeah, I can play. Yeah, there you go. Okay. Wow. Obviously, I've been here. Filmed a little car. So we got this interesting bit. I've been trying to get some weird handles on this, but yeah. Actually, yeah, Formula Ones again. No, I don't film them. I did film them. No. Look at them slip tyres. Slick. Played on that anyway. We can get touch, we can't touch. But we can look with eyes, not with hands. Yeah. Yeah, I can get a bit closer. There's a bit of a gap. Yeah. Oh no, look at that. Yeah, a different perspective. And on your bikes, all that lot. You were wondering what I was playing on with the steering wheel. This is it. So that's your gimmick. You know, you can take pictures. That's your. I did get this on film, but there you go. So let's get these. Did we film this one? Oh yeah, we did. As we know. Yeah. I think it'd be a bit blurry, don't know, but my shadows aren't in it. But you can gather size of wheels. T Model T in England. No so. Film them then. Yeah. Yeah, so I missed out. Well, I haven't missed out. I just didn't stop the recording. But yeah, there's some images you might have seen these outside. The bone cart, I got a bit carried away. The other one might be the Doctor Who vehicle. It's got to be somewhere in here, actually, wouldn't it? That was on. And Chichi Bang Bang. Yeah, a little Bond, yeah. But what they said about the colour, it's got actual real gold into the paint, that's why it's like that. Quite expensive. So, where are we going? Oh, we're hoping to look at some toys. Okay. Really interesting though. A bit of information, not really paying attention to it, but yes, we all know. Oh yeah. So Colin Chapman and all that lot. I think these are actual models, not scale electric or anything, but you know. too quick. Get more smaller. So even getting bigger now.
Bye, have a great time. Bye, have a great time. Bye, have a great time.